Daytona is a name with some history. Different autos from a few automakers have utilized the moniker, some more eminently than others. There was the Shelby Daytona Roadster, the Ferrari 365 GTB/4 nicknamed Daytona, the Dodge Daytona hatchback, the Studebaker Daytona line, the Ford Mustang Daytona Idea, and obviously the first Dodge Charger Daytona Air Warrior. All take their name from Daytona Beach, Florida, the origination of stock auto dashing. The region is currently home to Daytona International Speedway, host to the Daytona 500 and the Rolex 24 Hours, and a few autos, like the first Charger Daytona, or homologation specials or remembrances of race autos. Evade reintroduced the Charger Daytona name for 2013. It shows up in two varieties for 2017, the standard Daytona with a 5.7-liter V8, tried here, or as the Daytona 392 with a 6.4-liter V8. Both sit generally mid-pack in the Charger lineup, which isn't a lot of a respect for the main stock auto to break the 200-mile-per-hour stamp at Talladega Superspeedway. The 2017 Charger Daytona is basically a Charger RT with unique release additional items, what Dodge calls the Customer Preferred Package 29S. The things touch pretty much every bit of the auto, all around, mechanicals included, yet the outside observes the greatest changes. Shockingly, those miss the mark concerning a huge wing or an angled nose as on the first. Most unmistakable is a dark spoiler and a wide, matte dark stripe that extends over the decklid and wraps down onto the back quarterboards and incorporates Daytona lettering. The outside likewise includes a matte dark roof top, a matte dark bar on the hood decorated with Hemi marking, an utilitarian hood scoop, a dark grille, an SRT body unit, 20.0 by 9.0 inch dark produced aluminum wheels, LED mist lights, and exceptional badging. All alone, those visuals don't make the big a deal about an announcement on a muscle auto that is of now looks quite forceful, so Dodge increases the volume by making accessible dynamic retro hues, for example, green go mango, chua red, and yellow jacket. Our test vehicle wore green go, I stick that incited looks of disarray, fervor, nauseate, and here and there every one of the three without a moment's delay. It's conceivable to erase the Hemi hood and the Daytona raised quarter decals for no additional cost, however that sort of nullifies the point of the Daytona bundle. The inside is not as shocking, but rather it comes with a lot of highlights. Remarkable trim that Dodge calls carbonite, keep an eye out, on Solo, resembles a brushed and beaten bit of metal and encompasses both the infotainment screen and the gauge bunch, while a different piece encloses the gear shifter. The crude look of the pieces functions admirably with the general subject of the vehicle. Daytonas likewise accompany a calfskin-wrapped worn guiding wheel, warm back seats, metal trim pedals, and lit-up cup holders. The warmed front game seats are upholstered in calfskin and micro-suede, and there's a power lumbar modification. We observe these seats to be awkwardly firm with nosy reinforces, and the headrests are set at an unbalanced point that leaves the driver with a sore neck. The inside is pleasantly styled. However, a portion of the lodge materials feel modest. The rubbery, finished dark trim fit inadequately, and turning up the stereo volume for melodies with overwhelming bass cause the entryway boards to shake. The motors won't not be as large as the first Charger Daytona's 426 and 440 cubic inch power plants, yet in any event there is yet considerable V8 test. The non-392 Daytona has an indistinguishable motor from the RT, a 5.7-liter Hemi V8. Yet it includes a more pricey air consumption and a practical hood scoop. Yield is 370 strength and 395 pounds-to-foot of torque. In spite of the fact that it's not the speediest or most intense Charger, the Daytona sounds like a genuine muscle auto, thanks to a limited extent to the dynamic fumes, now standard on the RT also. There's no turbo murmur or electric cry, only a profound, old-fashioned growl that transforms into a bark with the blip of the throttle. Remain on the gas, and it lets out a capable call to war. The 8-speed programmed, the main transmission offered, sends torque to the back haggles at smooth, very much planned movements. In our tests, the Charger went from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.1 seconds, a noteworthy number for a 4-entryway car that delivered in at 4,287 pounds on our scales. What's more, the quarter-mile go-by in 13.7 seconds at 105 miles per hour. Evade likewise lets the driver totally impair solidness and footing control, all the better to tear gigantic burnouts and make huge billows of tire smoke. Early brakes helped the Charger prevent from 70 miles per hour in 171 feet, with slight mild blur. That is a satisfactory braking separation for this class. However, in this auto, halting felt somewhat like Wile E. Coyote delving his footsole areas into the ground while whatever is left of his body staggers forward. The brakes require a firm foot, yet once the cushions contact the rotors, they move certainty. Our test auto wore Goodyear Eagle SA2 tires. Genuinely lively all-season elastic, yet for $395, purchasers can have execution tires, which likely would enhance both the halting separation and the 0.87 grams the Daytona pulled on the skid pad. Despite the fact that we'll take note of that the skid pad number as of now is 0.03 grams superior to anything that of the back-wheel drive BMW 530i, an auto that is altogether lighter and some $30,000 more costly. The Daytona may extend a wilder than your front picture, however the auto's disposition is quiet and adjusted. Its electrically helped control guiding is on the overwhelming side, however it's responsive and genuinely exact, if generally numb. This current Charger's ride is hardened, which we like, yet those searching for more steady cruising should search for a variant with littler wheels or a gentler setup. Our test auto had 3 extra alternative bundles past the Daytona outfit that additional some $3,000 to the aggregate cost. For $1,495, the technology group incorporates blindside cautioning, raised crossway recognition, versatile journey control, forward crash cautioning, path takeoff cautioning, path keeping help, programmed high bars, brake help, and rain detecting windshield wipers. The navigation and travel group costs $1,095 and updates the Connect framework with Route, SiriusXM Traffic, SiriusXM Travel Link, and a reinforcement camera. The Keep Going Extra, the Driver Confidence Bundle, for the most part costs $1,395 yet is less than $550 since it imparts a couple of highlights to alternate bundles. Here it includes HID projector headlights. As a pragmatic muscle auto, the Charger Daytona gives a great deal to its $41,090 base cost, however it would be significantly to a greater degree a deal without the Daytona additional items. That identical cash additionally gets the all the more effective RT Scat Pack with the 485 horse 6.4-liter. The thought for the Daytona is fun, however it appears like a vehicle regarding a standout amongst the most huge autos and scenes in motorsports history ought to sit close to the highest point of the lineup, not in the center. The main direct association with the first auto is the back stripe with the Daytona lettering. A legacy vehicle ought to be unmistakable without a name shouting its character. This auto requires a touch of perusing.